disability is not something that you can just tuck away in a cupboard and try to forget about it.
People get used to seeing you about the place, running over feet and crashing into doors, that kind of thing.
Because they view you as being disabled, so therefore you haven't got a brain.
I don't notice many disabled people on TV.
You know, people with disabilities do want to work and are capable of working and can make very loyal employees, because you can't just get up and move from job to job, you know. I've always been made to feel very welcome, I've been accepted, and I'm just one of the gang, really. I suppose 15 years is a long time. Hello, calendar.
Hello.
I think there are times when you accept that there's going to be a job come up that you can't do, and I suppose that happens quite regularly. I mean, for example, I went out on a job the other week, and it was about disability, and we got to, it was a newly leased building. It was an old building that had been adapted, and there were 3 lovely steps to get into it. And I just sat and looked in absolute horror.
What you bring to news is your ability, you bring your commitment, and you bring your desire to do it. That's what news is all about, and that's exactly where disabled people who want to work in this industry come from.
I don't see myself as being disabled, and I think you've got to kind of have that outlook. You've got to be confident, you know, you've just got to get in with what you've got to do, really.
People in this newsroom see you as disabled?
No, they've actually said that to me, that, you know, we don't see you as Asta that's disabled, we just see you as Asta, which is really nice, you know. They've actually said, you know, you've helped the office. I think the integration part of disability and normal life is absolutely non-existent. If you watch a soap, say, for instance, YTV's flagship Emmerdale, where the hell do you see a disabled person? They're supposed to be portraying real life. They're not portraying real life at all.
I think you have to recognise that equal opportunities is not about treating everybody the same, it's about treating everybody differently and making sure that by doing that you enable each individual to achieve their potential, and that's a slightly different thing.
When I first started, it was very difficult and it was against all odds that I did it, but it's improved in general as the whole attitude towards disabilities improved anyway. People can be very helpful, or else they're so scared they can't help you at all. They're like, oh, I'm going to do something wrong, so therefore they're so panicking. They do something wrong. Ever since I started here, and I've been here over 10 years, I've never had a great problem. Once we got past the initial thing and people realised that I knew what I was talking about, what I was doing, then now they just treat me as me. I'm Sue. They don't even notice. In fact, if you spoke to most people, they wouldn't even realise I got a disability anymore.
We need to, in the media industry, consider how we can actually offer career opportunities for disabled people through training, through looking at graduates who are coming through our universities, as there are more disabled people going through higher education now than ever before, to see how we can actually make this career attractive to disabled people.
I was born with my disability, and it's something I've kind of just got on with all my life. It was never a problem really at school, and I don't know, maybe it's made me determined to succeed. When I was about 7, I was in the paper because I used to go horse riding, and the headline was "Brave Little Leah." And that's really stuck with me because it offended me a lot. I found it even then very patronising.